Alright, what's going on, guys? So as you can see by just off rip on this is not the most scripted thing you've seen out of me. This is a very unscripted attitude out of me, which is something I don't normally do, which I know is gonna be a little weird for some of y'all, but I swear I do this sometimes. I've done this a couple times in the past year, so bear with me here. But this is, as you can see, Modern Warfare 2019, and you might be wondering why I'm back on this game. That if you know anything about me, you know I hate this game. And you might also be wondering why I'm doing this live comm kind of style instead of my normal scripted videos, and that's because I simply just want to take a look back on this game and literally just play it and talk about it. It's nothing too deep, so don't take it too deep. But yeah, we are on Modern Warfare, and in light of Modern Warfare 2 coming out and my hype getting a little up there for that game, as much as I don't want to say that, I want to take a look back on this old game and see how it holds up. And you might be wondering why I'm on this game actually, and really the only reason for that is because I'm doing a review on this game like 3 years later or 4 years, however long since 2019, which is crazy that this game came out in 2019, but basically I'm just doing a review on this game, and I've been popping in every here and there, and I've been honestly popping in more on my stream, which if you're interested you can go check out in the description below. But I literally just been popping in and out to get a general idea of how the game feels now, and just kind of play it honestly, because Vanguard I'm pretty much done with. Cold War is Cold War, and this game is, it's definitely a more solid game now that I'm more not caring so much of the game, and because whatchamacallit, Jesus gets stunned by, oh my gosh, hey. But yeah, as I was saying, because I really don't care about this game that much, I can also enjoy it a lot more, which honestly is something I thought I'd never say, but still this game has a lot of problems that I really wish they fix in this upcoming COD. I think one of the main ones is the time to kill, because the time to kill in this game is incredibly fast. My guy right there just 3-shotted me, which is crazy, and it's something Infinity Ward always has with the games, just incredibly high time to kills, and it's really annoying. But something they could definitely work on is the high time to kill, because you really have like no time to relax, or not relax but like react in this game, which is something I don't like. And it also helps the bad players, which if you don't know, this game was designed for bad players, and if you play the game now, let me tell you, it's still designed for bad players. You will still find people camping and just like genuinely not good players, which I don't mean that in the most rude way, but like genuinely they're just not the greatest players of all time. Like this guy right here, he's not moving. He's a level 47, he has a sniper. This guy's not moving, and he probably honestly heard my footsteps, because there's no dead silence in this game besides that little right icon, which is just a field upgrade. You get it for 30 seconds unless you get a kill, which resets it. There's no full dead silence perk, which is something I hate. They really need to fix that. But yeah, this game just has a lot of aspects that just make it bad player friendly. One of them is mounting, which I hate, especially for the challenges that they had, and we already know that it's confirmed in Modern Warfare 2, which is something I'm not excited for, but it is what it is. It's not that annoying if they work on the other things. Mainly it's just if they make the time to kill faster. Wow, that was horrible aim, but mainly if they just make, not faster but slower. God, if it was faster I would cry. But if they just make it faster, make the minimap actually work, because there's genuinely no point in having this minimap. And if you have Ghost on, you don't need the minimap. If you have Ghost on, the minimap means literally nothing, because regardless if you're moving or not, you are not going to show up on that minimap. Even in Warzone, it was like that, but they actually changed it. So now in Warzone, if you're not moving, you're going to show up on the minimap, but in this game, if you are just camping in the corner, you are good. And that's just something that I really think they should work on. And there's just a plethora of other problems. One being the maps that they have for these games, very camper friendly, like that. Those people are just not moving. They just have every advantage. Everyone camps on this game, which is really just not fun. The only maps you could really get people not camping is going to be ship out? No, what is it called? Shoot the ship? No. Shoot house, that's it. Shoot house and shipment. Had to think about it. But those are really the only maps where people don't camp, which still, they do. It's called Modern Warfare, they're still gonna camp. And the other problem is that everyone is just going to, whatchamacallit, they're just going to play their absolute hardest in that mode, which is something I also don't like, because I'm literally just trying to casually have fun. And, you know, every now and then I can have that on this game, but most of the time I can't, and it's just not fun. I know I talked about it before a long time ago in the video, but with the incredibly strict skill base in this game, you either get a camper lobby or you get a tryhard lobby. There's really no other choice. And now in 2022, the more that I've played it, I've been getting more friendlier lobbies, you could say, more like casual lobbies that aren't as mind-numbingly not fun, but the game is still not fun a lot of the times, which is sad because it was one of those games that I really thought could be like the next best thing, but they just screwed it up so badly and went so out of their way to make it not approachable for people that don't suck at the game. Which, if you are bad at the game, it is what it is. You know, you can have your safe spaces to make you feel good, but as you know, to be good at something, you kind of have to be sucky at it first. Alright, like that dude's trying way too hard for me. I'm spraying bodies a little bit. What are the chances that there's a guy out here and I just don't see him on my minimap right now? That's the one thing I really don't like about the UAV, is that I'm so used to Vanguard and like other CODs where if you have a UAV, most of the time you're going to see them. You're going to see the people on there, but on this game, if they have ghosts, in general, you're not going to see them, and most people have ghosts. And if they have just a normal weapon, they're not going to show up on the minimap. So like, usually in normal CODs, if you had an unsuppressed weapon, you're showing up on that minimap. In this game, you are not. And it's really annoying. I don't know what this guy thought he was doing. Like, you're gonna stun me, I'm obviously gonna re-peek it and just spray it. You're obviously gonna peek it, you tryhard, but god. I know I said it earlier, but wow, the footsteps are so loud in this game. Okay, now I'm becoming the tryhard, wow. But the footsteps are so loud in this game. I have my volume pretty low, and I can still hear the footsteps so loud. Like, so incredibly loud. The greatest enough known to mankind. We are crushing them. Stay with them. And look at the dude. Look at the kill board. I have the most kills, and it's 25. That's how slow this game is. It's something I'm just. The game, you either lose to the time because no one's moving, or you have lobbies like this where no one does anything significant. There's 3 people that got double-digit kills, and they're all on my team. Like, come on, dude. It's just one thing I really think Infinity Ward needs to focus on in this next game, is making sure that bad players can have fun and good players can have fun. And I know they've been saying like, oh, we made it for everyone, but I don't believe anything until I see it. And with how this game turned out, especially for me, my hopes are so incredibly low. The bar is just so low for me that literally anything would surprise me, especially with COD in general. One thing I said was that I genuinely thought Black Ops 4 was the worst of worst for CODs. Like, I thought it could not get any worse. And then this game came out and I was like, oh my god, they did it. They made it worse. And then Cold War came out and I was like, oh my god, they keep surprising. They keep doing it. They keep doing it. How do they keep doing it? They keep making these games worse. I was like, alright, surely it gets better from here. Since Cold War was when Activision and all of them started learning, like, okay, maybe we can't just keep milking everyone off Warzone, and we should actually make some changes so the franchise doesn't die immediately. And then Vanguard came out, and I was like, no shot. They kept making it worse. But thankfully now, I think they got it. I think they got the message. They can't just throw games out there and just hope that works, because it's not gonna work. What Call of Duty has been doing the last 3 years is literally just throwing games at the wall and hoping one stuck. And unfortunately, Warzone stuck. And that was probably the best and worst thing to happen to Call of Duty. It was a gift and a curse. And unfortunately, it gave us the 3 worst years of COD ever. I would rather play any other COD than Vanguard, Modern Warfare, and Cold War. Like, those 3 CODs are genuinely F-tier CODs. Dude, the amount of hackers that are in this game is mind-blowing. They had the anti-cheat thing, which I guarantee he's definitely not hacking, because that dude was pretty horrible. I don't mean to be that rude, but that dude was not good. But he has a Cold War skin, and just having an unlock toolbar, I don't know why they allowed that to happen. Like, I think across the games, you should be able to use it. Like, Vanguard and Cold War stuff is already on the Modern Warfare engine and Warzone, so might as well just like let us use it in Modern Warfare and Cold War. But I don't know why they do that. But still, the people that have the unlock all tools, it's so annoying for players like me that actually like grind and care for Call of Duty. It's just not fun, because like, why would I possibly want to go for a camo like DM Ultra or Atomic when some dude paid $20 to some random dude on Discord and got it for free? It's just like, come on, it's just not fun for me. I'm not sure for y'all. I know there's other people that are just like that, and they're like, oh yeah, I want DM Ultra, I don't want to work for it, just give it to me, I'll pay $20. Like, homie, you just ruined the integrity of the game. What, their entire team has Cold War skins. I don't know, dude. This game is such a cluster with Warzone. Like, Call of Duty, they need this next game to succeed, and it's Modern Warfare, so it's going to succeed regardless, especially with how this game came out and how all the bad players love it. But I'm just begging they do the right thing with this game. That was the first non-Cold War skin I've seen for this game. I don't even know where this guy was. And with this next Modern Warfare being a 2-year COD, allegedly, hasn't been confirmed, but it's practically been confirmed, and we're just waiting on official confirmation. But with it basically being a 2-year COD, if they screw it up, alright, dude. Why are you nading me specifically? Where are you? But with the game being a 2-year COD, they really cannot screw it up, because, oh my god, that will be bad. It will be really bad if they do that. You know, Infinity Ward is definitely probably, they were my least favorite developer out there, but after Vanguard, Sledgehammer, I think, took that. Because, I won't lie, Call of Duty World War II 2017 Sledgehammer, it was not great at the beginning. It was not fun. Towards the end, it was definitely a lot more fun, but it was definitely not fun during the majority of the game's life cycle. And then Advanced Warfare, I love that game. I love Advanced Warfare, and I think they killed it with that game. I'll give them Modern Warfare 3 too, and like, those are all solid games. Only one of them is maybe in the title for a great Call of Duty, but they're all solid games. Alright, they're not bad, right? And Vanguard just sucks. It's horrible. I don't know how they screwed it up that bad. So I definitely believe that, whatchamacallit, Vanguard, or not Vanguard, Sledgehammer have definitely earned the title of, wow, they are the worst ever. Hopefully Infinity Ward can do something with their game this year, but again, I'm not keeping my expectations high. This next game could be great, but it's just a matter of how bad they screw it up. It was the same thing with this game. It could have been one of the best. It had a S tier campaign. S tier campaign out of this game. But other than that, it flopped, besides Warzone. And if it wasn't for Warzone, this game would be nothing. If I'm being honest. If I'm just being honest with you. And I really hope that they can make it not like that with Modern Warfare 2. Which I know this entire video has just basically been me preaching Modern Warfare 2. But I just cannot describe how hopeful I am that that game is good. This game though, for what it is right now, it's not bad. You definitely have games like this where it's not great. The skill base is definitely kicking in, as horrible as these people are. Like, these guys aren't good. This guy is trying his balls off and he barely has 20 kills. Like, these people aren't great, and I know I'm saying that in the most cocky way. Everyone has a Cold War skin. Like, it's just like, it's ruining the game for me, because I just know they're not legit in a way. Like, if you could be the best player in the world, but if you're using an unlock all tool to have camos, you're just not great, in my own opinion. Like, this guy probably has Obsidian. Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, I got Obsidian, you can see it here, look at Obsidian, but he didn't earn it. And I truly hate that. It's one of my biggest pet peeves in COD. I hate when people have stuff they didn't earn, because it's like, homie, look at this, he has diamond on this MP5. He not only did he not earn that, but it's bugged on there, or it's cheated on there, I guess. I don't know what you call that. So hopefully hopefully this next COD, they can make their anti-cheat not only not suck, but make it where you can't do unlock all tools, because I just cannot describe to you how much I hate unlock all tools. Also, one thing this game does have that I don't like is the squad spawning. The squad spawning on this game is not fun, and I don't think I will be able to ever get over it. Vanguard has something similar, and I don't think I'll ever be able to get over that. Squad spawning is just a horrible mechanic. That's just like, come on. So that's the end of this game. Not fun. This was not a fun game. None of my teammates did good. This dude got only 9 kills. Like, come on. This other team, they're all queued. They're all using skins they shouldn't have. None of them earned it. I guarantee you none of them earned level 256. They're all using... This guy went negative somehow. Oh, wait, no, he went 30 and 10. I was about to say, no shot, you went 30 and 35. Another thing I do not like about this game is the strict skill base, which I talked about earlier. And that's mainly just because after a few games, you really can't enjoy yourself on this game. Unless if you're just horrible and you love this game, which, once again, that's all you. But I do not like that. I just want to casually have fun on this game. Like, that last game was so unfun because those kids were trying so hard and they weren't good, which I know I keep saying that, and I know I'm not the greatest, but they simply weren't good. And then I was pulling my MP5, I was shooting bodies, turning on them, showing them that they're not good. And that just wasn't fun for me. I was doing better than them. Well, they did better than me, technically, because they were just, you know, leeching off my teammates who are horrible. I did better than them, and it wasn't fun. And that's something I think COD needs to work on. If I could absolutely just be better than my opponent in every way possible and still not have fun, there's a problem. Getting back to this game though, we're on Rust, which actually, I know Rust is in this game and it's like, it's Rust, yeah, but I've actually never played Rust on this game yet. I've seen it, I've seen how horrible this map is. Not horrible, it's Rust. I mean, you can't really hate it that much, but they definitely change it up for bad players to do good in, which is obvious. And that's something I really wish they wouldn't do with the maps, is that every single remake map they had in this game, they remade it somehow so bad players can succeed. And I really hope they don't do that with future maps. Cold War didn't do that, they just literally just ported maps over. Vanguard, they haven't had any remakes yet. That guy just spawned in my sight, he did it again. Oh my god, I feel so bad. That's another problem with squad spawning. Did you see those spawns? If that was normal just spawning, that would never have happened. But since it's squad spawning, it's gonna keep happening. And they're gonna keep spawning here. And if not, they're gonna spawn over here. And if not, they're gonna spawn behind me. They're just gonna spawn on wherever their teammate is. There's no logic behind it, which is really annoying. And I know the pros hated it, because you cannot predict spawns in the slightest, and you cannot flip them. Because you are the spawn. It's just not a good mechanic, and all it does is slow the gameplay down. Which is something I really wish they didn't do with this game. All they wanted to do with this game was slow it down. And in return, it made the game slow. Like, this game is definitely the most controversial COD, I think, in the series. If you ask people what they think about this game, they're either going to say they loved it, and they think it's one of the best, or they despised it. I really don't see any in between. I don't ever see anyone go, yeah, it was a pretty, it was a solid COD, pretty mid, you know, nothing spectacular. They either go, this was the worst Call of Duty I ever played, or this was one of the best Call of Duties I have ever played. No in between. And what I have found, and this isn't like what I'm saying, like all be all said all that, but what I found is that more experienced players that like that run and gun and arcadey style of COD that are better at the game, you could say, they despise this game. And people that are, let's say, newer and just not as skilled as others, they love this game. So like COD pros, 99% of them hate them. The only people that don't hate them are the ones that did incredibly well in this game. And just, you know, it's like Dallas Empire, they probably enjoy this game a lot more than the majority because they were waiting. But the majority of players, I know they did not like this game at all. But if you ask someone that, you know, is new to the game, they're probably like, wow, this got me back into COD. I love this. And that's fine. But the 6v6 aspect of this game, this isn't fun to me. Which I know you're probably like, why are you playing it? Which I told you, it's just for the video. But this is not fun. The S&D was fun in this game. I'll give it that. The S&D was pretty good in this game. But other than that, none of it was really that fun. And I know I've been bashing Modern Warfare this entire time. And rightfully so. I still don't like the game. but it still has its good parts. One, it's a modern title game. I love the modern titles. It feels great. I don't want to be in World War II anymore, which I love World War II, but they have been overdoing it. I also really like the guns in this game, and like the gunsmith, they really did that really well. The only thing I wish they didn't do was give it so many ranks, because the like optics, you don't need this many optics, dude. Like no one cares that much. 68 levels, this is 39. This isn't even close to being fully ranked up. But like the M4, if I have it, 71 is like, I don't know why they keep making these guns so high levels. It just, all it does is prolong the game time on this game to keep people playing. And once you get that one gun fully ranked up, you're not going to want to touch any others because of how long it took. So I really hope that they don't have a bazillion attachments in the next Modern Warfare, but I do still wish they have the gunsmith system, which I know they do, and just like this general mechanical system for guns, because that is a great part of this game. The amount of attachments are just not great. if you get what I'm trying to say here. The movement is also something I really like in this game as well. It's really fluent. I just wish it was a little bit more faster, maybe like Vanguard movement, which Vanguard movement is very similar to this movement. It's just a little faster, and that's something I hope is in this next COD, which from the gameplay we saw of Modern Warfare 2 in the campaign, it was really slow, but I can also give it the benefit of the doubt because it was not only a campaign mission, which the campaign is usually much different than the multiplayer, but it was also on a leaning ship with water everywhere, so it would make sense why you're slower than just, you know, on like a road like this. But hopefully one thing they do is make it faster, because it would make the game more fun, and it would make people that want to like play faster be able to do that. And add dead silence, and like you have the recipe for success. Give us a normal minimap that you've had in every other Call of Duty known to mankind, and give us, you know, faster movement, dead silence, and bam, that's all you really need. Just don't make it a camper's paradise, and honestly I would consider it a fair game. It's mainly just like the aspects of like the camper's paradise, the slow movement, the high time to kill, like all that just makes it not fun. But if you could just make it fun for fast play styles, I think that'd be great. And I think the combat pacings are a great way to do that. I know they could expand on the combat pacings more than I can explain it, but I really hope they keep that from Vanguard. It's the one thing I think Vanguard had that really made that game shine in its own right, which Vanguard, it does its own thing. I can respect it, but if there's going to be one thing I want to keep from Vanguard in future CODs, it's going to be the combat pacing system. Another thing I do hope for as well, that this game had kinda, that I really hope for in Modern Warfare, is better camos. This game had one of the best golds in my personal opinion. I will say this, like, look at this. This gold to me is beautiful. But other than that, it doesn't get better. Platinum looks alright, but it's definitely not worth the pain of going through it. If it was like a little bit better, I think it would be better, but it's not that great, which I still like Platinum, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's that great. And then you also have Damascus, which I will keep saying it. Damascus looks good. It's a good looking camo, but for what you have to do to get it, it is the worst mastery camo of all time. And most people can, you know, say the same thing about that. Damascus, it's a good looking camo, just it's not animated, and for what it's worth, it's by far the worst mastery camo out of all. Like, I would much rather animated camo in every other way. Like, even if it's just Damascus but animated, like what Vanguard did. Atomic is literally just like a brighter Damascus animated, and I'm fine with that. I honestly like Atomic. I like it more than DM Ultra. It looks good, it's bright, and it moves. Like, that's all I want. I just want the camo to fucking move. I know it's to ask a lot for, but hey. I know this game was more on the realism side when it first came out, but with Warzone and how it is now, there's no shot they keep the realism that far into this game. And even if you look at the red operator pack, whatever the hell comes with the $100 edition of Modern Warfare 2, it still looks realistic, but it's definitely not like a milsim realistic looking pack, which is something I'm fine with. I honestly don't mind if Infinity War games like this don't have the most insane skins, like Cold War skins that are, you know, animated with the bright rainbows just puking at you. But I do want the camos to be animated in this game. I want some, you know, animated camos, some reactive camos. It would be nice. Nothing too over the top, but still fun and, you know, worth your money and time. It's just something I think this game could really succeed from, because everyone loves some, you know, animated camos. And again, as I said, it doesn't have to be over the top like Cold War, but it would still be fun. It's the one thing I think COD needs to do a little bit more of. They need to balance the fun out with the realism, and I think Modern Warfare is by far the best game where you can balance fun and realism at the same time, and hopefully they do that. I have hopes that Infinity Ward can pull it off, because they know what they're doing. They're not a bad company by any means. They know what they're doing. It's just more of like what they're gonna make this game for. Hopefully, with the aspect of how they explicitly said this game was designed for bad players pretty much, and how, you know, it's clearly made for bad players. Hopefully they can go, okay, those bad players we had, you know, 3 years later, surely they're better now, so we can make the game for better players now. And hopefully that's what they do. I would not mind if they make it easier for other people. And, you know, you can tweak the skill base a little bit too, so like it's more casual. Like, obviously don't put new players against, you know, the TikTokers YYing, trying their balls off. Like, that's not even fun for me. And I'm usually better than them, which I know that sounds cocky, which it is, but I'm usually better than them, and even that's not fun going against them. So I really hope they rework the skill base in this next game, which I think they said they were, but I just want them to make it a little bit more fair for everyone. But as, let's say, a better player than a newer player, I don't want to be trying my balls off every single game like I have been for the past 3. It's just not fun. But as a newer player, I also don't want them to get stomped out, because I know when I was new, it wasn't fun. Yeah, I know it made me better at the game, which I still think new players should get their fair share of, you know, a beating, but they shouldn't be punished or have their hand held all the time. It's just, they need a good mixture of both. You know, just a mixture of like, hey, this game is fun, you can enjoy it, but also know you're not the greatest of all time, and you will eventually have to get better. And I think everyone would be happy if they do that. Obviously though, it's Call of Duty and it's Modern Warfare, so we never really know until the end of the day. I'm still going to be buying it, as much as I don't want to pay the $70 price tag, but it is what it is. This game though that I'm having right now on, I think it's called Cheshire Park? I forgot what it's called. But it's definitely, this is definitely a much more casual game. I think it's a good mix of people that are good and people that are not so good. Which I know that sounds crazy for me to say, but I genuinely believe that. This isn't too crazy. I know I look like I'm trying my balls off slide canceling everywhere, but I'm really not trying to try that hard right now. I'm just casually playing. I'm not like jump shotting everyone. I'm not shooting bodies. I'm literally just playing Call of Duty, how I would play Call of Duty. The only reason I'm slide canceling is because, you know, you should slide cancel in this game. It's just probably for the best, especially with the glitch that I'm not sure if they fixed it, but slide canceling is just like the move in this game. I do feel bad for this other team though, because I know they're not having fun, which is in return for my fun, because I'm 33 and like 2 right now. Max on the other team has 12, 5, 3. Like, I honestly feel kind of bad. I know they're not having a great time, but that was fun. If only there was a full lobby and not everyone was trying their balls off, I think that would be better. That was Modern Warfare 2019 though. Hopefully I got some thoughts I want to say off, and hopefully this video is a little less, let's say, choppy than I think it's gonna be. Hopefully I'm a little bit smoother with the live com style, but don't worry, the scripted videos are still gonna be here. Live comms are just something I do every once in a blue moon just to have fun. I literally just like to sit down, play games, and talk, which is what I do on my stream over at Twitch, which is usually every morning. But this was fun. I got to just talk and just play Modern Warfare. It was nice. But hopefully you did enjoy the video. Again, I'm going to be doing a full review on this game, so if you're interested on what I gotta say, stick around. That'll be coming in the next few weeks. You can subscribe now and wait for that, and you can see it. And if you enjoy it, you can stay subscribed, or if you don't, you can unsubscribe. You know, you can subscribe now for the free content, and you can just check out my catalog of content. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Other than that, though, that was Modern Warfare. Is it a bad game? I don't think it's the worst Call of Duty ever made. I think Vanguard might hold that title in the future. I don't know, but this game still isn't great. If you give me the option to play Infinite Warfare or this game, I'm most likely going to pick Infinite Warfare. Hopefully this next Modern Warfare is great though. But until then, we will not know. Hopefully you enjoyed the video though. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. But until the next time, see you.